Watch Symposium. I'm Austin, and in this video I want to talk about a question I got in the comment section of one of my videos months ago. I finally got around to it. It has to do with the Iconaut. And why am I making this video? Well, it's because my Hydronaut, which is at RSC, and that's the black dialed Hydronaut, is ready. Now, if you haven't seen that video when I took it to RSC, link in the description, but it had a service, it's had a dial change, so it's going to be a different aesthetic, and the watch is ready. And so when I go get that watch, this is going to have a service, and I'm going to change the dial on this watch, and I'm not going to have it for months. It took them 3 months to work on the Hydronaut, and so I'm going to make a few videos about this watch while I still have it, and one of them has to do with this comment. All right, off-topic query here. I haven't heard much, if anything, expressed by you lately on your latest known purchase, that being the Iconaut. I'm not so interested in how it's aged with you during this month, and we'll get to that. And it's been, wow, I bought this in October, hadn't taken it off my wrist, more or less, since then, and boy, I know it well. And we're gonna get to that video. I'm gonna make that video as well. But he says he's not so interested in how it's aged, all right? So much as why you chose to purchase this watch in the first place. Yes, of course, you liked it, were intrigued by it. It screamed alpha male, and it was, well, cheap. But those reasons seem superficial for someone who likes to drill down not only to watch nuances, but also to psyche. So maybe you could elaborate, or hell, do a separate video. No bullshit, just why? And that was from Sock Monkey. And again, it took me a long time to get around to it, and he was kind of pissed. He was like, where's my video? You get what you pay for, man. All right. But anyway, we're here, and let's talk about it. Why? All right. Well, let me just give you a little bit of backstory on my discovery of the Iconaut. I had just gotten my second Hydronaut, the black dial version, and I don't know why, but I was surfing the net looking at watches like we do, and I came upon the Iconaut. I had never heard of it, never seen it, and I thought, oh my God, this is awesome. I think I just bought the wrong watch. I got another Hydronaut, and look, this has everything. I was, to say the least, intrigued by the watch because it did everything. It had all the functions, and it was unlike anything Rolex had really ever done, or Tudor either. It was a Swiss Army knife watch, and really, in a sense, one watch to rule them all, in a sense of having all the functions. But it was a 43 millimeter watch, and that gave me the excuse right there to say, well, you wouldn't have wanted it anyway, even if you had known about it before you bought that black Hydronaut. That was classic sour grapes, kind of. I mean, I've always known that 40 millimeter informational bezel watch is the right size for me. That's what I liked, and I think that's ideal, but it allowed me to walk away and say, well, you wouldn't have wanted it anyway. Classic sour grapes, you know, that Aesop's fable with the fox that walks away from the grapes he couldn't get and says, they were probably sour anyway. Well, I was able to walk away and say, well, yeah, it's too big anyway, too thick, all of those things. But it still intrigued me because of all the functions, and just, it was such a strange watch. And so fast forward a couple of years, and I wanted to get another watch, and this sort of popped into my head, and I thought, you know, this could be an interesting experiment. Is it going to be too big? Let's do it. Let's just get it, and it's not that expensive. Let's see what happens. And I did. And what really led me to that? Well, I really think it's all of the functions. And I am a one-watch guy at heart. I want to be a one-watch guy. I'm looking for horological satisfaction, not just in a collection, but in one watch. And I saw this watch as possibly the watch that could give me peace and satisfaction. That could be the one watch that could sort of quell my desire. And has it? Well, that's for the next video, how it's aged with me. But there you go, Sock Monkey. That's essentially what it is. I thought this could be the answer to all of my horological problems, my desires. Now, I'll tell you right now, does any watch offer that? I can just pretty much outright say no, because if you're looking for a watch that does this, well, it might not do that. And if it does that, it's probably because it doesn't do this, all right? Because nothing does everything perfectly, all right? But we try to get as close to perfection as possible. It's sort of like a mate, a partner. Is there a soulmate out there for you? Well, I don't think so. What you do is you're looking for someone that is as good as possible, fits you as well as possible. Are they going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to agree all the time. And if they do, that's boring, right? But you're looking for the best fit. And so that's what I was looking for, a watch that fit the best. And did I find it? Again, we'll address that in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.